This isn't your daddy's Eagles, your mama's Eagles, your granddad's Eagles, your grandma's Eagles, not even your great-grandpa's Eagles. This is our Eagles. This is a different team, a different breed. They have a will to win unlike any team I've ever seen in this franchise's history. The last 2 years. Here's what I mean. You know me. I keep it real. Sometimes I take hate for keeping it real. But let me keep it real right now. I never felt like they were going to lose last night. Sure, I was nervous at the end. I was biting my nails. But I never felt like they were going to lose. I felt this a lot last year, too. I've never felt this before. I've never felt this before. Whenever you had Andy's teams, you always knew there was a chance of a choke job. But this team, I don't feel it. This defense. Some Falcons fans last night, the ones that couldn't handle the truth, they said they called luck. They called luck again. That this Eagles team was a fluke. It's lucky. You can say whatever you want. Because when the time comes and your offense is down 4 points and you've got to drive the length of the field, you've got no shot. Fletcher Cox, deep penetration. He was a man-child last night. The defensive line completely controlled the game. This team is as resilient as any team I've ever seen in this team's history. These last 2 years. I had some guy telling me that I've been blinded by the Eagles Super Bowl win from last February. That I'm getting ahead of myself. That I think they're going to repeat. I am not getting ahead of myself. This is the first time I've ever felt this about a team. And I keep it real. Don't be afraid to use the D word. Don't be afraid to use dynasty. Even last year, I said in week 6, right after Aaron Rodgers went down, I said that this team has a really good chance of making the Super Bowl, and I was right. I know I picked on Nick Foles, and I was wrong, with that. But in week 6, I said it right on this channel. I said they got a shot to go to the Super Bowl, and I took shit for it. So that's another example when I keep it real, I take shit for it. If I talk bad about somebody, I take shit for it. I'm not always right, but I'm not always wrong either. Let's talk about Nick Foles. All right, let's talk about Nick Foles. I don't care about the yards. Receivers weren't getting open last night, but here's the key about Nick Foles. Whenever they need a drive, whenever they need a play, Nick Foles is there. Nick Foles! I'm going to tell you this right now. I'd rather have Nick Foles in a big game than Donovan McNabb. Donovan McNabb. You want to talk about not feeling good in a big moment whenever he had the ball. But Nick Foles, I'm cool. I'm chill. This team does everything you want it to. If you're looking for a dynasty, this team fits the bill. You got a franchise quarterback in Carson Wentz. You got, in my opinion, the best offensive line in the league and the best defensive line. So if games are won in the trenches, if you have a franchise quarterback, right there. You have an ascending secondary. So you already have a defensive line that eats. And your secondary is getting better and better each and every day. Ronald Darby. Yeah, sure, Julio Jones got his, but Ronald Darby did what he needed to do. Little switch tango concept on the final play of the game. You had Sidney Jones start on him in the slot. They switch, Darby all over it. The play on third down. Whenever this team needs a third down stop to change the momentum of the game, they do it. Whenever Doug Peterson needs to make a bold play call, he does it. Philly, Philly. They may not always be a first half team, but they're damn sure a second half team. Doug Peterson makes all the adjustments again at the break. Eagles, they dominated the second half. Okay, maybe they didn't dominate. They controlled it. Don't be afraid. This team is as great as you think it is.